everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on your time zone. Today we are streaming a little bit later than usual. It's an unusual time for us, but it is the first day of the last week of Art Fight, so let's make sure that we are finishing up strong. Let's end our Art Fight on a high. And thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Let me know, as always, if there are any concerns with the audio. If the music is too loud, let me know. If I'm too loud, you can let me know that too, or vice versa. If you can't hear me or the music very well, just let me know. Hello, KK. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Dragon Fox Star. Good to see you. Hello, Wolfie07. I was finally able to come to a stream. I kept sleeping through it. That's okay. I appreciate you being here. I'm so glad that you're here for this stream. The character currently on screen is somebody I was working on a revenge for. I was doing a revenge for Spider-Wiz, but this one I did traditionally in my sketchbook. I was accompanying my husband to the park earlier today, first thing this morning really, while he was doing his morning run, because he likes to run in the mornings. And I just took my sketchbook and decided to sit out there and sketch this. So we will be seeing this one later today on Art Fight when I submit it. So keep your eyes on that. But the person we're going to revenge first today with a digital drawing is actually going to be Artbreaker. So for those of you that are in the Discord, you probably know Artbreaker. I owe her some revenge. So I've got Artbreaker here queued up. And if we can make it through this one and get another one, a second one started in the same stream, I have a couple of ideas for who I might want to draw after Artbreakers. But one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, right? So I can only pull off one drawing at a time. And so we're gonna just focus on this one first. Let me know in the chat if you guys are doing Art Fight simultaneously, if you'll be joining me to work on this Art Fight attack, or if maybe you're going to just sort of like play the stream in the background and do other things, or maybe you're going to be, maybe you're done with Art Fight. Maybe you already got all of your attacks done, you've got all your revenges done, and you're just chilling. Let me know. Explain to me in the chat where you guys are at with your Art Fight journey. Dragonbox says, I am working on 2 sketches currently that may or may not be the last ones. We shall see. I'm going to zoom in here because this is my reference. In the top corner, in the top corner. So we've got a couple different shots here of the character. I love this one where she's like a little barista. So I think these are pretty cool. So I just want to keep these on screen so we can sort of see our reference. And April says, I'm also finishing up a revenge. That's awesome. I am so happy for whoever it is that you're drawing for. They're going to love it. I just know it. It's going to be so good. All right, so I'm going to start first by actually, wait a minute. I'm going to start by starting a new canvas because that one had a bunch of tests. I was like testing out, downloading brushes earlier and testing them out. So that's what that was. So let's start a new canvas. Do I want to do a square or do I want to do... I think I might want to do one this size, so let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and create my gray background so I'm not burning my eyeball sockets with a white light from the white screen. And then what I will do is adjust my colors back to black and white, and we can start our sketch here on a new layer, not on the gray layer. And that way I can kind of figure out my pose and all that stuff before we jump into line art, because, you know, chicken or the egg. It's not a mystery here. We do our sketch line first, and then we do our line art. Wolfie says, I recently finished the second part of your animatic. That's impressive. I just need 4 more characters and I'll finally finish. Currently, I'm taking a break to let my tablet charge. Yeah, let your tablet charge and let yourself recharge as well. I love those built-in little breaks where you're kind of forced to take a break, even if you weren't like planning to, because it really helps you to stay healthy and make healthy choices. All of that fun stuff. Rose, hello. I'm glad you were able to make it. I know that you were here earlier. I'm so glad to see that you came back and that you're here with us for our stream today. Let me see. I am trying to figure out a pose. So right now I'm scrolling through my pose references on Pinterest. I think I've showed you guys this before, but I'll show you again. It's fine. Oops, it like went behind the screen. Here we go. I have in the notes of this live stream a link to my Pinterest boards if you're interested. And here I have a whole how to art section, and I've got character design, facial expressions, poses. It's all sorted, nice and tidy, so it makes things really easy to find. Clothing pins, tutorials for hats and hair, hands-free props, etc. So I'm like in here in the poses section. This is where I pin like pose references and things that I think would help me or that I'd be interested in trying to draw. I love this like friends sitting together on a couch having a coffee or a tea. I think that's really cool. I recently referenced this one for one of the characters in the thumbnail, I think, the center one. I referenced this image for that one. So I do use these boards, I really do. And if you guys are looking for pose references or like hair any kind of drawing tutorial, not tutorials, but references, that's just a resource that's available to you guys if you want it. And yeah, it's linked. KK says, ooh, I'll follow you on Pinterest. Yeah, please do. I'm constantly adding more to my boards. So if you're interested in raiding my stash, you know, I invite you to do that. Please do. Please raid my stash. I think I might like pick something from here. I should, unless I'm doing this tall ways one, all of these kind of like sitting ways ones might go better on a square canvas. I don't know. Just kind of like, just doing a little browsing. I've recently referenced this one. Sorry, I'm like having a little bit of like a nostalgia bump. Help, they're a giant spider and I can't reach it, says KK. I am so sorry to hear that. That sounds terrible. Maybe I can do like this, or this is kind of cool. Kind of like that. It's very like, I don't know if I want to put that much effort into the hands though. I don't know. I don't know. Still thinking about it. Bum 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 bum. Looking for poses. I just don't want to go like crazy on the hands right now. I don't know why, but it's just something I am not in the mood to try to do. So I'm looking for a pose that's not going to be like hand tough. You know what? I like this for the body type of the character that we're drawing. So maybe I'll use this as my reference, my starting point. So we're going to use that as a reference. And let's get started. KK says, oh, I already read about the spider, but Wolfie tells you good luck. I wish you luck too. That sounds rough. Byros, I'm working on a clay attack as a revenge. At one of these years, I swear, I'm going to start doing some physical media attacks. Like, I've gotten into the sketchbook at least. So that's a start, right? But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think one of these years, I'm going to want to go all in and do some like actual physical media. I think that'd be cool. You're one step ahead of me, but one day I'll get there. Audio is great on my end, says Dragonfox Star. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's always good to get that feedback because I don't know unless you tell me. And then sometimes like I'll check a stream afterwards. I'll do like a replay to like look for any errors or issues. And I'll realize like sometimes that like the audio is really bad, but nobody told me. And like I can't do anything at that point, you know? Like once the stream's over, there's nothing I can do. So it always helps to know before the stream ends. Okay, so when you're doing like this, like I'm doing, you gotta kind of like look back and forth between your references, not just the pose, but also the character's reference sheet. And so with this one, I gotta remember the character has a lot of curves. She's a very curvy character. So I wanna make sure that I'm not making her too slender. I wanna make sure that I am showing the proportions of the body correctly. So, oops, I don't know how the color got changed like that. But I want to make sure that I'm giving her like some really, really widening the hips here. I want to make sure that I am playing to all of her features. And shoulder here. This is just a really relaxed pose. So I'm not gonna go crazy with like the slants and the dynamics or anything like that. It's very relaxed. And okay, so here we go. Again, I tend to like, we all have like same face, same body syndrome, right? To some degree. And so it can be, like me, I have to constantly remind myself if I'm drawing a different body type, like make sure that you're paying attention to the volume and the mass, because sometimes I go real slim. I lean toward more stick figure like characters, and it's not intentional. It's not a preference thing. It's just, that's my default, because I guess I probably took too long to outgrow that phase of my drawing journey. And now it's like so hard sometimes if I'm not paying super attention. It can be really hard to remember to branch out and to not get stuck in same body syndrome. So that's what I'm trying to like be mindful of right now. Like I don't want to make this character overly thin. I don't want to make her, I want to make sure that I'm honoring the character design, the body type, you know? Like, I'm not trying to cheat you guys out of these beautiful, diverse variety of body types. I want to honor that, and I want to draw that. Keisha says, Dear Perry, the art you made of Elias is very pretty. He looks very beautiful. I printed it out and framed it. I am so glad to hear that. Thank you so much. I love the feedback. I love the feedback, you guys. It is so good to get good feedback and to hear what you guys think. When you like it, that's great. If you know, and if you're constructive about like feedback, like, oh, you know, it's really good. I just maybe it wasn't clear that, you know, this, that, or this, you know, like it's okay to give me that feedback as well. Like, let me know, like, constructively, because I have feelings too. Let me know constructively if I missed something. But yeah. I'm so glad to hear that. I really appreciate that you said that. I'm really glad to hear that you enjoyed the artwork of your character. What physical media are you familiar with, says Briar Rose? Not much. Not much at all. I literally, while running this YouTube channel, started using traditional media. And before that, I just did digital. Like, the first time I started doing art, like, with any degree of consistency was in the military, and I was deployed. And so the only way to do it, with what I had with me, was on my iPad. And so I was drawing digital art. It wasn't very good, but that's what I was doing. And so I got comfortable with it and I got familiar with it. And then I didn't want to like start over with like learning pencils or markers or paint or anything else. And so I stuck with it for a really long time. And only when doing this YouTube channel did I actually start learning other things. And so, like, you literally know my entire journey if you know my channel, or if you want to get to know my journey, you can just check out my channel and you'll realize very quickly that I only kind of just started working with other mediums. And, you know, I'm trying my best. I've got some examples. Let's see. Let's go to my Art Fight folder. So, as far as this year goes, I'm going to show you guys a few. So like I drew this one. This is from my sketchbook. This is not digital, and it's an Art Fight attack for this year. And I was using alcohol markers in just a regular like felt pen. Here's another one. This same thing, same medium. Sketchbook, alcohol markers, a felt tip pen. This one, and this one's a Troll Hunter OC, original character, based on the Troll Hunter universe, and same thing, just drew this with pencils and then outlined it in like felt tip marker felt tip pen while I was away visiting family and I didn't have computer access. When I got home, I colored it with markers and submitted it. So this is kind of like outside of digital art. this is sort of where I'm at with traditional media. You can kind of see here sort of like what that looks like. I did recently try, I don't have a picture of it to show you right now, but maybe at another time I'll show you. I did start a watercolor. I did try a watercolor painting of like a real place. So like I did a life study where I went to the mall and I sat down in front of this fountain at the mall and I drew that. And then I decided at some point when I just was feeling brave, because it does feel like I need to be brave sometimes to try new media. I pulled out some watercolor paints and I painted my drawing, and it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it, so I'm glad I didn't ruin it. Yeah. So like, yeah, here we are. But I would like to try some other stuff. I would like to spend more time trying paint, definitely. I would like to try sculpting a little bit. So like with clay, do some clay and some sculpting. That sounds amazing to me. I think that would be amazing. I'm always amazed by other people who do it. I'm like, I want to try that. I want to see if I'm any good at it, you know? 3D is hard. And you got to be able to think in 3D to make those clay sculpts. So absolutely have my respect, friend. Now I can look at the art every day, says Keisha. I think my printer doesn't like me after Artbyte. I just like printing out the art. That's so cool. Yeah, I love Artbyte. Every year. Next year is going to be number 10 for me, and I am so excited for that. Like, I cannot wait to like just talk about how I've done a decade of Artbyte next year. I'm going to be like so braggadocious. 10 years of Artbyte. I'm going to make a big deal out of it. I'm going to like give myself a little like if I have time, I'm going to draw myself a little mascot wearing like a 10th anniversary, you know, like paper hat with glitter and all of this stuff. I think it'd be fun. I think this pose is pretty much done. Like I said, it's a really casual, really simple pose. I didn't go too hard on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the opacity slightly, lock that layer, and then, oh my gosh, let me save. I didn't save this at all, no progress or anything. So let's save this as Artbreaker, Illustration Artbreaker. And also, because I forget this constantly, let's also record time-lapse so that I can include it if I want in my post, like my debrief, my Artbyte debrief video that I'll do later this year, or later, like probably the beginning of next month. Wolfie says, bye-bye. Are you heading out, Wolfie, or is KK heading out? KK, I'm going out for her birthday dinner. I'm sorry. I hope you have an amazing stream. That's great. I hope you have fun at your birthday party. That could be really, really fun. I hope you have a good time. Poyo, hello! Good to see you! I'm glad you made it to the stream. Always a pleasure. Poyo's in the house. Hi, currently crunching some revenges. Literally same. How many do I have? I think I have... Man, let me see. There's gotta be... Hold up. I've got this. I've got this under control. I know where to look, okay? Let's bring the Artbyte window down here for a second. Right here, 7. I do not clear my attacks until I have revenged them. So I'm 7 behind. I have 7 to finish before we get to August 1st. So I've got a couple of days to finish all 7 revenges. I did draw one earlier today, so technically I have 6 left. And we're doing one now. So at least 2 will get done today. That's my plan. I really wanted to have the fish camera up this time too. I was so excited. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was like really disappointed that I couldn't get my camera to cast to the computer, because I really wanted to set up the fish cam for you guys, and so you can see our little friends. I've been upgrading their tanks. I got matching apartments for my bettas, and then I also, does she have regular ears? No, she has pointy ears. So looking at the reference here, I also did I'm working on a 16-gallon community tank, and I went all in. It's gonna be my dream tank. I even bought like the fancy lights to mount to the back of the tank. So yeah, it's like I'm building my dream tank, and I'm so excited to show it. And I had to stop in order to do this stream. I almost pushed the stream again. I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't postpone again. Not when art fight's like almost over. I gotta lock in, you know? But for a hot second there, I really considered it because I was in the middle of my tank build. And I definitely want to show you guys. And I'm disappointed that my camera didn't want to work. But there'll always be next time. So I will figure out the camera situation so that I'm able to share with you guys, you know, the like pet cam. Pet cam is the best. Everybody wants a little pet cam. Nobody minds seeing pets in the corner of the screen doing pet things. I love having a pet cam, so we're gonna work on it. We're gonna figure out what's wrong with it, why it's not casting to the computer, and we're gonna fix it. And then hopefully next time we stream, you guys can see the pet cam. Raro says, hee, I made one of those attacks. Which one? Which one? What did I miss? I feel like I missed something. One of the ones that Keisha printed out. That's awesome. I love that the community is like connecting and everybody in stream is like, oh yeah, here's our obligatory call out. If you are playing Art Fight, if you're an active player, make sure to put your username in the chat and say what team you're on too. Say like what team you're on and what your username is on Art Fight so that people can find you on Art Fight. Because you know what I always say, the people here at the stream, the people that show up to the streams are active players. Those are the people you want to be attacking because they're the most likely to log in and see the attack so that you don't have to feel like nobody saw your art, that you wanted to see it. Like you draw for somebody and then they stop showing up to Art Fight. It's kind of a little bit of a bust, right? But the people that are here, you know they're still playing, you know they're still active. And if you're hopeful about getting revenge art, it's also going to just increase your chances. So no promises, of course, because that's not how Art Fight works. It's not a guarantee. But I'm just saying, you know, the math is mathin', and the math says if you want to know how to find active players, this is just one of the ways that I recommend you find active players, is by talking to people in the chat on these live streams. Rose says my username on Art Fight is Bryo Rose, spelled just like that, and I'm on Team Fossil. Wolfie07 is Lucky Wolf on Art Fight, and they're on Team Crystal. Dragon Fox Star's Art Fight is exactly that, Dragon Fox Star, no spaces, and they're on Team Fossils as well. So, keep it up, keep spreading. Oh, I almost made her ears round. They're not supposed to be round, they're supposed to be pointy. Pointy ears. Let's not lose track. Let's not lose sight of our references, Antonia. We gotta pay attention. All right. Sorry, Perry. Go by Perry here. Antonia, Perry. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody caught that, right? Nobody caught that. It's cool. We're cool. Moving on. I need to create a new layer because I'm drawing everything on one layer and I don't want to regret that. So let me start spreading the love across a couple different layers. You guys ever do that? Like you think that you're on separate layers, but you're not. You're drawing everything on one layer, and then when you try to move something, everything moves. Or you try to erase something, and everything erases. Definitely did that like a day ago. I've had that same issue very recently. Hello, Whiskey Jen! Good to see you, and Whiskey Jen says all the time. Yeah, it's one of those like easy to make mistakes, easy mistakes to traps to fall into. It's like so easy to get stuck in that like little trap if you're not paying super attention, like I wasn't paying super attention a second ago. All right, so I think all these lines should kind of like be aligned so that it looks neat and tidy. So I'm gonna do that. And we officially have bangs, and I think that's a good time to start a new layer. So we're gonna leave those layers together, and then we're gonna start a new layer and continue. What are you up to, Whiskey Jam? Hello, Ram. What are you up to? April, good to see you. April the Lion, who is on Team Crystal, by the way. FYI, everybody in the chat, just letting you know. Are you guys drawing attacks and revenges right now, or what is going on? Are you just chilling? I know we're streaming later than usual, so some of you guys, it might be like wind down time. You might be like at the end of your day, which is cool. No shade. Like, I love wind down time. I'm a full-grown adult at this point. Like, I love nap time. I love wind down time. I love sleepy time. It's best. It's the best. Once you've once you've hit a certain age, I think, like a certain, not even age, just a certain level of adulting where you're like, that's just it. I'm tapped. I cannot adult any harder. I need a break. I need rest. Rest is so valid and so important. All right, so this one has like this cute little like head shape. She's got like this. I'm not sure though that I put that in a really good spot, so I'm gonna try to bring it down. So I want to give her a little bit more. There we go. I think that's better. Personal opinion, but I think that looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it. I think that's good. So we're gonna stick with that and keep going. Making you redo it? What do you mean making you redo it? Oh, it zooms on the spot that you lasso, says Wolfie. I did that with sketches and it hurts. Or with what I'm using, I tend to forget I have a lasso tool on, so when I save the full picture to move and edit to your website. I hear you. Sometimes the selection tool can really trip you out. I used to like not know, like I would have like something this size, like super teeny tiny selected and not know it. So I'd be over here trying to make marks or color or whatever, and it won't work. And I think the pen is broken and I don't realize. It's like taking me so long to realize that when in doubt, check the lasso, because you might have something selected outside of where you're trying to draw, and that's what's tripping you up. So yeah, when in doubt, check the lasso. Check the selection tool, please. Help yourself out. Save yourself a lot of frustration. Lasso is good, but an annoying tool, says Wolfie. It can be, for sure. Keisha says, super random, but do people here give OCs last names? Like, I have one OC, her name is Cecilia, but I don't know what her last name should be. And how do people come up with that for their OCs? I don't know for everyone, but for me, it's a mixed bag. Some OCs have last names, some don't. It just kind of depends on their story, and for me, when it comes to when I name my characters, it really depends on their story. And how, really, I kind of feel like sometimes it depends on how developed the world building is. Because if it seems like the world's really fleshed out, where the last names would matter, then they tend to get a last name. But if it's like, the world's not that developed, I haven't thought about it that hard, then I might not have a last name, you know? It just depends. Wolfie says, I've never given them last names. Am I a cruel creator? Oh man, I feel like only a character could answer that question, if that is cruelty or not. Let's see the top of the head. Oh, look at this. This is so cute. Do you see the reference? Like over here? Look at how cute the little heart calic, like it's got like a calic, but it's like heart-shaped. This little heart-shaped calic in the hair. Gosh, that is really cute. I really like that. But also, I want to make sure that I'm taking into consideration these like little like hair ball things, like this hair buns. There's like little, they're not quite buns. They kind of like, it looks like the hair is just kind of like, they're like these little short spiky ponytails, but like pigtails, but they're short pigtails and also spiky pigtails. So something like that. But is that too close to the head or just not big enough? Maybe, let's see, I don't know. I think bigger is better, like in this situation. Maybe not always, but like right now, it stands to reason, right? Like we want big bold hair, so we're gonna do big bold hair. And do it bigger. So yeah, I like that. I think that's pretty appropriate. I definitely want to make sure I'm accounting for the top of the head here. We're gonna do this little heart-shaped calic. here, because that's adorable, and I love that as a design element. I think it's super cute. And then yeah, just I'm gonna do the digital. I'm gonna take the digital way out, and I'm gonna copy the ponytail on this side and flip it. And if I don't like it, then I'll just manually draw it. But I'm gonna try flipping it first. So let's see how I feel about that. Okay. Flip. And then we're gonna drag it over here and see. So I'm gonna stick that there. We're gonna kind of rotate this down slightly. Yeah. And then I'm gonna erase where it's overlapping, where I don't want it to overlap. So like that. All right, I think so far so good. I need to label my sketch layer so I don't accidentally collapse the line art on top of the white sketch, because I've definitely done that before too. And it was a really, really big pain to fix because I didn't catch it right away. And I couldn't just edit and do my way out of it. Angel Durrells, hello. Angel says, I didn't give my OC's last names until season 2. And sometimes they gotta earn it, right? They don't just get a last name just because they exist. They gotta earn it, right? Ram says my humans have last names, but furries no. Do you think that's because that's just like, I don't know. I don't know anything really about, I guess I shouldn't even, I was thinking like, oh, is it because like a lot of times we don't give our pets last names, but then I don't know how people feel about like furry OCs or if they see them as like pet adjacent or not. So that feels like a trap. I don't want to step into that trap. I don't want to offend anybody. So maybe I just won't ask. Just forget I asked. Like, let's just, never mind. It's not important. I don't need to know. What I do need to do here is, I need to draw the longer part of the hair because it's only half up. It's not all the way up. Like, even though it's pigtail, like, pigtail ponytails, it's not, it's still half up, half down. So we gotta put the other half down. And it's like, it's layered. And I want to make sure that I'm paying attention to the layers. I don't know how I feel about that, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep trying until I find something I like. Wolfie says, I don't think my OCs even have a nickname. Maybe I just don't think ahead or that deeply. I'm not sure. Hello, Artbreaker, late but here, and the gasp I gasped when I saw my and one of your favorite characters on screen. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, it's for you. We're working on yours. I owe you a revenge, my dear friend, and I intend to pay up. I do not like, I don't like, letting people get the last word on art fights. I like to get the last word. Unless it's like a revenge chain. Like if I've revenged you once and you revenge me again, I don't always get to a revenge chain just because I'm trying to get all my level 1 revenges done first. So if I've revenged you at least once, I count that. That counts. That counts as I've revenged everybody this year if I get to everybody at least once. Now if I revenge chain, that means I'm doing better than I expected, and I've not only revenged everybody at least once, but I had time to do a revenge chain. Now that is like, those are like the extended goals, right? Like if you ever do like a fundraiser or something, and you're like, these are like our goals, and then these are extended goals. If we like exceed our first level goals, then like these are like our bigger dreams and like our greater ambitions. If you have any questions about her design, just let me know. I know she's one of my more complex ones. Yeah, absolutely. I love it when people are here for their characters, because then I do have the beauty of being able to ask like on the spot, or if you spot me doing something that's off brand, you can call it out. Because I've had people do that in the past, and believe me, I'm not offended. I do not get offended. If I'm missing something, just shout it out. Let me know so that I can add it, because I will feel much worse if I find it later on my own. Nobody told me. And then I am like, man, I wish the drawing was perfect. I thought I was happy with it until I realized I missed something, and now I'm not happy with it anymore, because I know that had I just caught it sooner, you know, I would have done something. So yeah, feel empowered to let me know if I am missing anything. If there's like a piercing or a birthmark or anything, like, and you don't see me draw it, you can just point it out to me. Let me know, because I will gladly pivot on the spot to add that detail. Hello, beanworms! You made it to a stream. I'm so glad. Hello, finally made it. Good to see you. We are currently working on a revenge for Artbreaker, who's in the chat. Did I show you guys what Artbreaker drew for me? I should. Let me show you what Artbreaker drew for me. So we're gonna go, this is the character we're drawing. Oh no, it came off the screen. Let me put it back. Here we go. This is the character we're drawing, by the way. Here you can see, like, this is the reference sheet. I'm referencing in Procreate, not Procreate. What is it? Is it Procreate? No. Yes? Clip Studio. In Clip Studio. Sorry. My brain was malfunctioning. So we've got 3 references here that I've been referencing. But also, I wanted to show you, by the way, people who are webtooners, Artbreaker's my colorist for my contest comic, Love, Curse, Queen of Rogues. So that's Artbreaker right there, Jazz. And she did all of the work on Love, Curse, Queen of Rogues, all the colors. And then also went the extra mile by drawing an attack from my character. It's going to take me forever to find it, because Artbreaker's she's a beast. She draws so much. It'd be so much faster for me to go to my profile and show you. So if I go to defenses, here we go. And then I click on, here we go, Artbreaker 25. You can see it's Kate and the Commander, Callan. So Kate and Commander Callan, get them on screen here. So cool. Drew 2 of my comic characters. Super happy with that. So I've got to do a good job drawing this revenge. Y'all can be the judge. You get to judge me. I'm drawing, so that's Kate and Commander Callan. And we're drawing the beautiful Umbra Gray for our revenge. And so we've got on here a couple of references that I'm going to keep up here on screen for myself just to look at while we draw. Whiskey Gins, clap, clap, clap. I agree. So good. So good. Yeah, Poyun and Whiskey Gin and Beanworms, all these beautiful, wonderful webtoon creators in the chat. So what we were doing earlier is I have everybody who's doing Art Fight shout out their Art Fight tag or handle, like their name on Art Fight, and then their team. But also for my webtoon pals, if you want, you can also use the chat to shout out your webtoon titles, because we do have some comic readers, not just artists watch this channel, comic readers watch this channel, comic creators watch this channel. And so feel free, like, I am all about cross-promoting. You can cross-promote on my channel. You can say what you're doing, what you're working on in my chat, and you can tell people where to find it. You can't share links, unfortunately. Like, I think I have to, like, get a moderator or something to approve links in order for people to be able to share links in the chat. I'm not there yet. Like, I'm just not at that stage. But you can at least tell people the titles. And if you guys are curious about reading some new webtoons, if you're looking for some new webtoons to read, write those titles down. I know we've got some creators in here. I know Poyo's got multiple comics. Whiskey Gin's got a comic. And I think, Whiskey Gin, you've also shared yours in the Discord, right? Feel free to drop the link in the Discord again. You can put it right in general chat so that people who are watching the stream can, like, easily find it. Yeah, and if you're doing Art Fight, shout that out too. Get your game on, you know? Let's keep it going. It's not over until it's over, and it's not over until August 1st, so just saying, we have time to keep going with Art Fight. We do not have to call it wrapped yet. It is not a wrap yet. please don't give up on me yet. I've got a lot of defenses that I still gotta get out. Or not defenses, I got a lot of revenges that I still have to get out. I need you guys to allow me to do that. Don't give up on me yet. I've got time. I've got time. I swear I have time. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need all the time I can get to finish the revenges I owe. So we're doing good. We're good. I still have faith that I will achieve my goal, that I will maintain my streak after 9 years of always revenging everybody at least once. And I'm pretty sure I have it on my profile too, that's like how I operate, so that I'm like, if I can revenge chain you, if I have time free to do revenge chains, I will happily do revenge chains, but I don't promise them, because I can't promise them until I've at least caught up on all my first level revenges. So that's the plan. That is the way I operate the game. All right. How many attacks do you usually do on stream, or do you usually just do one? I usually do one, but I'm gonna try to. I'll do like. Sometimes I do two. Sometimes I'll do one, and I'll start a second before I end a stream. My goal today is to completely finish this one and then start a second one. I don't know that I can finish a second one while live streaming, but my goal is to at least get two started. Boyo says, I'm heavy on supernatural and thriller at Keisha, specifically Circuit Circus. Circuit Circus is so wild. It is out there. I feel like I haven't gotten to the part yet where it's sort of like revealed the circuitry part of the plot, but I know it's there because I've seen like the character design sheets and stuff, so I'm looking forward to the reveal. I know it's coming. I just know it. I'm like trying so hard to get these lines like perfect for this hair, and I don't know why, because the point was to try to make it look a little messy and effortless, and then I'm like over here nitpicking pixels. I don't need to nitpick the pixels, I just need to draw the art. Okay, let's see. Which outfit do I want to put her in? She's got all these cute outfits. She's got like this graphic tee that's been cropped. It's got a cat on it, and I love cats. Oh, she's muscular. I gotta make sure that I'm paying attention to that. She's got the star bust shirt. The Moonbucks? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It says Starbucks, Moonbucks. That is clever. I love it. Moonbucks. And then there's the t-shirt on the other reference that you guys aren't looking at right now, but I'm looking at right now. It's got like the lungs. I think I'm gonna go just for like a casual crop top. Kind of like that one. That's kind of like loose on the shoulders so that we can kind of bring it in like this. Whoops. There we go. Airbreaker says she doesn't have any canon outfit or anything, so anything grungy punk-ish works. Awesome. We will lean into that. Unicorn says Artbreaker amazing. Oh yeah, I'm like Artbreaker is like a Speedy Gonzalez of drawing. Like, I'm so impressed by the speed. Like, it blows me away. Teach me your ways. Like Bingonet is always saying in Discord, like, how do you do it? I just need to know, like, for science. Somebody please tell me. Explain this to me. I think what I kind of want to do, because of the way this is posed, I kind of want to do like a black tee, but then I want to give the arms, because they're just kind of like tucked back like against the body. I kind of want to do fishnet long sleeves. I think that would look really cute, and it would still fit the vibe. Like, it's very grunge and punk. So we might do that. The struggle of perfecting messy hair is so real, says Artbreaker. Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, I want it to look effortlessly messy, but it takes a lot of effort. It takes so much effort to like make it look like that. It's like an oxymoron. It's not effortless. It takes work. It's hard work. I've been lied to. This is deceptive. It is deceiving me. And see, here I am, like, messing with the hair again. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. This is fine. It's fine. Keep going. Poyo says, while you do that, I shall reread yours for the 4th time. What's going on? Who's reading what? I'm not sure, but if you're talking about Love Curse Queen of Rogues, just saying, Artbreaker did the colors. So if you notice anything crazy cool about the colors that you love, tell Artbreaker she's here, and I'm sure she would love to hear what you guys like about her art. Because I definitely noticed some really cool comments about the coloring in the comic, and every single time I'm trying to like point you guys back to Artbreaker because, you know, credit where credit is due. I'm just as amazed as you are. Like, I am literally just as amazed. I think it's incredible. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna crop it like here. I think that's good. And yeah, let's add those, like I said, I want to do sleeves, long sleeves that follow the arm here, but then I want them to be like fishnetted, like checkered, you know, like so. Just gonna come in here like this. One way, and then I'll like rotate and go the other way. Like that. I think that's good. Oh, I went a little over here. There we go. Yeah. I love the hair highlights on the course as being worms. Agreed. Agreed. I don't know, like, Artbreaker, do you want to, like, explain or tell us a little bit about, like, where you came up with that, or when you started doing that? I'm curious, is it a brush you use? Is it, like, a custom brush you made? Or do you, like, hand draw those on every time? I've been meaning to ask you, so I'm just putting you on the spot in front of everybody. Like, what is your secret? I want to know the technique. How do you do it? Inquiring minds want to know. Everybody's curious. Everybody loves them for good reason. Like, they're really cool. So yeah, absolutely, we love it. We love to see it. We love to see it, don't we, folks? It's so cool. It really is. It's just really cool, being completely honest. Okay, I think. And then I just erase a couple spots where it went outside the lines, and then we should be really good on that. I think so. I think I'm happy with the line art so far. Let's carry on. Oh, and let me save. I haven't saved in a hot minute, so let me save my work so far. Wolf, the microphone. Wolf says, "Tell us your secrets." Ah, thank you so much, Artbreaker. Yeah, I think knowing the secrets would be fabulous. I would love to know myself. We got answers, you guys. Okay, this just in, breaking news. You're hearing this live for the first time. Artbreaker says, I hand draw it each time. As for what inspired me to do it, the squiggly lines has just always been something I'd done because I learned it from the early 2000s Mo anime style, LOL. But the hearts and sparkles, I don't really remember what got into me, LOL. It looks amazing. I love that. It's like such a signature move. And like, I just think it's so cool. And I know I'm not alone. I know other people agree that that is just incredible. And I am honestly super honored that I got to have that be a feature of my comic. Like, I am just so lucky. So thank you so much for choosing to use that technique on the colors for the comic. It has been like such a like strong talking point. People really like genuinely really enjoy it, and it's so inspiring. Because it's different, it's unique, it's beautiful. You really have something there. You really, really, truly do. And it is super cute and sparkly. Artbreaker says, I wanted my art to be super cute and sparkly. It is. I'd say that is a success. Goal achieved. Achievement unlocked. File, save. No problem. I love that people like it so much, and I think it's really fitting for the romance genre, says Artbreaker. I concur. I concur for sure. Beanworms. Did you drop in the chat your comic? Oh, you said I still need to read Circuit Circus. Okay, I'm glad I didn't give any spoilers then. Oh, did I? A kind of slightly tiny bit did. I hinted at more. It's not like a spoiler. It's more like my fan theory, what I was talking about earlier. I wouldn't call it a spoiler because they didn't reveal anything that I can confirm. It was just kind of like where I think it's going based on looking at like the reference sheets for the characters in Art Fight and stuff like that, or just seeing them in the like in the Webtoon Discord and stuff. But like, yeah, you should definitely check them out. Those are good. And you should also drop the name of your comic for people who are looking for their next read. Because I know that for me personally, I've been struggling lately to find, you'd think I wouldn't be because we just had the big comic contest. I've been struggling to find new content that I'm in the mood for. I feel like I've gotten so burnt out on like the tropes that keep repeating, like the isekai and the video game like reverse isekai and stuff. Like I think that's really cool, but there's so many now, and it's like I found the one I want to read for right now, and when I complete that one of that genre or that trope or that type or that theme, and I'm like sad and I want a replacement, then I'll read one of the other ones of the same, you know, story kind of like plot. But in the meantime, I also want to pick up some stories that do not have like a common plot. And so boy, solo leveling with that face. Yeah. Yeah, it's like they're good, but then you get like a million copycat versions, and it's not like, I'm not even calling like Canvas copycats, because you get a million copycat originals, because they really are just trying to like formulate and then pump out a bunch of knockoffs of their own stuff. Sometimes it doesn't make the most sense, but it's not like the worst idea either, because it performs. Like, you can check the numbers, people do click on it, people do read it. So it's not a bad strategy. If it works, it works. If that's what people want to read, that's what people want to read. But yeah, I've been like looking for stuff that's not going to be a carbon copy of a beloved story that I'm already reading. Because I'm not somebody who like, I'm like, yes, I like cottage cheese. I want 100 buckets of cottage cheese. Like, I'm somebody who's like, okay, I like cottage cheese. Okay, so I have my cottage cheese. Now maybe I want something to go with it, like honey, or, you know, just a different flavor, something else. So I think looking at the Canvas creators who just created a bunch of new comics for the contest have put a lot of fresh ideas into the water, you know? So it's time to be little sharks and go chase down this new content and check out like what's available. Beanmorn said, I read the contest version of Circuit Circus, but I need to see the main one. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, I got you. We Are Monkey says, I need to finish designing Toko so Samsung time. I have no idea what that sentence means. I hope I read it correctly. Wolfie says, see, my guilty pleasure is Orv. I binged the novel and I loved it and it made me cry. It's one of the good ones. We are also getting the anime next year. Well, you know it's good if they're gonna animate it. So, well, yeah, I mean, you know it's popular at least if they're gonna animate something. But that also usually means it's good, right? Let's see, what can we do for the bottoms? I'm looking again at my references. We've got some skirts, we got jean skirts, we got mini skirts. I was thinking, I like this jean skirt. I think it's kind of cute. So maybe we'll do that. And we'll do it like this length. Did the music stop? I feel like it did. Am I the only one who doesn't hear it? Or did it stop for everybody else too? I'm gonna check. What happened to our music? It's just really quiet. Whatever we're listening to right this second is super quiet. So let me skip it. Maybe this will work a little better. I hope so. I hope it works a little better. It's soft, says Whiskey Gin. Yeah. It's a really slow song, but you guys could hear it. Yeah, sorry, I skipped it because I couldn't hear it. I have to keep my volume low, otherwise you guys will get a feedback loop. So this is just kind of like my way of playing it safe. But then when a song is low like that, what ends up happening is I don't hear it, and then I think that the music stops playing. So, let's do, we've got like a little button here. Oops, it was kind of shaky. Waistband that goes like that. And then just that jean leg. Even though there's no zipper here, they do often like stick with the pattern that's familiar to us. And so we'll still get this pattern. We get like the double seam down the center. Whoops. I'm literally just following the reference, you guys. So in one of the other reference images, she's wearing this jean skirt. So I'm gonna draw it from the reference. I'm gonna just bring that out here and here. Did I do that right? Almost right. I think that's pretty close. There's like this cute little fringy layer. I kind of want to mess around a little bit. I've got all these different laces, right? Like it's Clip Studio. So let's go here. Let's check out some of this lace stuff we have here. Maybe like a smaller, like kind of, but not exactly what I had in mind. Try again. Yeah, that's not gonna work if I do it that way. It's close, but I need to start like up. Oops. And then we need to go around like that. And the reason I say that is so that when I erase the line that went over, nope. I'm gonna erase on this line. There we go. And we'll do over here on this line. So we still end up with like the whole skirt. And then we end up with this cute little ruffle pattern, right? I mean, I hope so. I hope you guys think it's cute. I think it's kind of cute, personally. Personal opinion alert. I think that's kind of cute. I wonder if, let's go to, no, that's not good. Maybe what I need to do is just go back here with like the regular pen and create my own outline. Livy says, oh my god, don't remind me. I just got out of this stage that was alien stage. The stage that was alien stage. Alien stage! I really wonder what character you'll end up picking if you revenge. Pollo has been obsessed with the alien stage as of recently. Alien stage of what? What am I... You guys have, like, had a whole conversation while I was trying to figure out this, like, lace brush. We Heart Monkeys is a guy from my story. He had an early 2000s Apple Pro mouse style boots because I somehow decided that was a good idea. And then Pollo said, oh, I see. I read Minoki 2. Artbreaker's talking about which Hat Atelier is your favorite series. Oh, I'm caught up now. I see what you guys are saying. And yeah, I can understand the allure of an alien phase for sure. It's like a really fun, pretty unlimited niche. So I could see like getting into aliens for sure. I was a huge Animorphs fan growing up, just throwing that out there. And like I usually like fantasy and romance, but sci-fi can really hit, you know? Like it can really surprise you, and you can get some really cool stories out of sci-fi. Personal opinion. Yeah, I've read some pretty good sci-fis, and there's a lot of really good alien content for sure. And then, who was it that said, I really wonder what character you'll end up picking if you revenge me? Briar Rose, if you're talking about me, I 100% intend to revenge. I am going to try my best to get to everyone. Absolutely. My goal is to leave no attack behind. All must be revenged. Very cute, says Earthbreaker. Good. Pollo also says very cute. Glad to hear it. I'm glad the lace is working out, that it's having the desired effect. Now I just kind of gotta like add a little bit of like the hand shape here. Whoops. The fingers definitely should not end like there. Otherwise we lost like a digit. They should end here. Cool. All right, and then we will come here and draw in some legs. It is time for the legs. So it's kind of like a cute little shy pose. The arms are sort of like tucked close to the body. She's kind of taking a step forward. I just wanted something casual, but I really like it. I think it's giving an opportunity to still really showcase the style. She's got this very like grunge punk style, the cute like hairstyle. So it may not be the most dynamic pose, but I like it. I'm happy with it so far. Most of my favorite anime is sci-fi, says Whiskey Gin. I need to increase my anime repertoire. I don't have like a huge amount of experience reading animes, or sorry, watching or reading actually anime or manga. But I've like slowly been working on it. It's just some of them are like so developed and they have so many like episodes or so many issues if it's like manga or something that you read. And it's like, that's a huge commitment to get into something that's already so established that you're signing up for such a huge commitment to like catch up on reading that much or catch up on watching that many episodes. That can be super daunting. I don't always want to do that. It can be a little bit overwhelming. Dragon Fox Star says, same, I love sci-fi, especially with video games and TV shows, even books. Yeah, sci-fi, I have to give credit to sci-fi. Sci-fi is really good. I love a good 12-episode anime, says Artbreaker. Yeah. The shorter the better, because then I don't have to feel intimidated when trying to commit to something. Pollo says, Perry, you always eat with your poses. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so glad to hear it. Looks good, Perry, says Beanworms. I love the outfit 100%. Yay! Okay, perfect. Okay, we're doing good then. Wolfie, that's why I go for anime with little to no plot. So it's like you're not. That's another thing too, is like shows. I'm like starting to have like a greater appreciation for shows that don't that maybe don't necessarily have, that you don't have to give like a whole lot of attention to, because the story is not really, it's not that important. It's more like not all the time. Like I can't always get behind just kind of like brainless like just sort of like brain rot content that's meant for like low energy consumption. I appreciate low energy consumption content, but sometimes even then I'm like, I'm giving my time to this because I don't have the bandwidth to give my time to something more demanding. But then it's like, but I still gave my time to this, and was it worth it? So I don't know. I wrestle with that. I don't know about you guys. I really do. I struggle with deciding when and what to give my time to, because it can like a it can feel like, even if it's not, it can feel like such a big deal. You know, like picking up a new show, or picking up a new manga, or picking up like a book especially. Like if you're reading a physical book, it can be such a commitment. Like you gotta think about it sometimes. Like you really do. You gotta spend some time thinking about it. Whether or not that's something that you're ready to invest your time and energy into. Like once you leave high school, you got to start rationing that stuff. Like you're in college, you got to start rationing that. You got to ration your attention. You got to ration your energy. You got to ration your time. You get into the workforce, you got to start rationing it. Like the freedom to just engage in content just because you simply because you enjoy it is like gone. Now it is like a purchase. You got to think about it before you invest. Yeah, that's just all I'm gonna say about that. But like, I think you guys get it. I think you understand what I'm saying. Hello, Annie made it. Welcome to the stream. Hi, we hired Dragonian Cat Girls. Wow, that is a long screen name. Somehow it works. Can't pose a character naturally, so I put them in. I pull out the camera and become the pose. That's not bad. References are good. Don't ever be ashamed or afraid to use references. It doesn't make you less of an artist. That is like an argument as old as time. Like, do references make you less of an artist? No. The answer is no. A reference does not make you less of an artist. Don't ever let you make you feel that way or anyone else make you feel that way. Polio says, Perry, you should watch the Summer Hikaru Died. Is it long? Wait, how long is this thing you're asking me to commit my time to? Is it short? Whiskey Jen, I only have time to watch anime during my lunch break, but I also work remote. Yeah, remote work is great because then like you really can kind of because you don't gotta like travel. You literally gain back so much time that's not spent on travel. I like stand by that. Like remote work is not, I'm not like saying by any means like, oh yeah, cheat your employer out of time by doing other things on the company time. Like, no, you already gain enough time back just by virtue of not traveling. Like that it by itself is already like quality of life, like improvement. You know, you're like 10xing your quality of life just by not traveling. Especially if you live in a place where traffic is just the worst. It can really be like a life changer, you know? I need to get rid of this like notch right here because I put it there thinking like, oh, this will be the ankle. No, that looks bad. So we're gonna get rid of that little notch there. We don't want it. Goodbye. No more. We don't have space for that. We don't have time for that. I need to figure out what I'm doing with these shoes because I thought I would like, I'll start simple with like just the basic, like the base bare minimum part of a shoe, and then I'll decide like what to do with the rest. But now I'm like, okay, I got that part, now what? Like what do I do now? I'm gonna add some shoestrings. I feel like the shoestrings would be like either like multicolored, or maybe untied. I don't know. I kind of want to do multicolored shoes, but I like don't know if I have. So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna do an auto action for line art, but then I'm gonna make them white at first, just so I can kind of like see, right? Like, is where I'm putting them. That's like not good placement. Let's bump this over slightly. In fact, we can maybe raise it, rotate it, scale it a little bit. I might have made it too big, although I think chunky shoestrings are kind of cute. Okay. And then we'll just make it like there's the second shoelace is coming out like here. So now if I lock that, I should be able to do like multiple colors if I wanted to. I don't know. We'll just try something. We'll try like this. And then let's pick another color. Let's do like a green. Like that. We'll do some green down here on the lace. Pick another color. An orange. Let's do an orange. Like an orangier orange. Yeah, we'll do that here. It's the part where it like crisscrosses, crisscross applesauce here. I don't know, let's pick another color, blue. Let's try a blue. And we'll do that here. And close that gap here. But now I feel like we need this color on this part of the lace. Yeah. And then maybe like here, and then for this other part, we'll just put like the green here. So maybe something like that, like some cute little rainbow shoelaces. That might be nice. It's new on Netflix as Whiskey Gin. We're talking about the summer Hikaru died. Okay, well if it's new, then there's probably not that many episodes yet. 4 episodes so far, yeah. Okay, I can handle 4 episodes. That is, like, if I get in on the ground, like, early, it might not be so bad. I might be able to keep up. Moriarty, the Patriot, says Wolfie. I literally just drew a fan OC for that, for one of my revenges. I haven't seen the show, but I looked up, as a point of reference, I did look up some of the official art from the show, just so that I could try to like do the character justice, so that they look like they belong in that universe. And it looks good. It looks really good. It kind of gives me Spy X Family vibes, just like looking at the characters' designs and stuff. So if you're into that, maybe try it, check it out. That could be really good. Yeah. So I'm kind of feeling the shoes now. I think the rainbow laces gave it what it was missing, so we'll stick with that. And then we really just need to add a face, and we can start with color at this point. So let me go ahead and hide the sketch layer so we can make sure nothing looks off without the sketch holding it up. And I think it's fine. Everything looks good to me, so let's continue. We'll add the face, and then we can start with color. Annie Maida says, I'm working on maybe one of my last drawings for Art Fight. Yeah, we're getting down to the wire. We're so close to the end of Art Fight. Just a few days left. This is literally the last week. It's all in. We've got to be all in now. I kind of like these like these like flat, like the eyes that are the way she's got them in this reference. I know she's looking down because she's like writing on a cup of coffee, but I just sort of like the attitude with it. It's kind of giving, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? The redhead character, the one who's like always kind of monotone and like, she's just sort of got that like, that can't be bothered persona. It's kind of giving that for me. Yeah, Perry drew my Moriarty, the Patriot character. Yeah, it was Keisha's. Thank you, Keisha. Exactly. I think I can pull up, sitting here talking about it, I can show you guys. Let me grab it real quick from, yeah, from here. We'll go, oh, I did it again. I hid the screen. Here we go. Right here, this one. So this is Keisha's Moriarty the Patriot fan OC. So it's like a fan insert character named Elias, right? Yeah, Elias. This is Elias. So there we are. I tried to keep it on brand for the show, but also based on the character reference as well. So like here's the whole reference. So I really did try to stick to like the wardrobe exactly as Keisha designed it. I tried to keep the hair exactly the way Keisha designed it, all of the facial details, like down to the piercings and the bandages, all exactly according to the character's design, but then also mimicking the show's style the best that I could. Like I tried like this like really sketchy looking shading and highlighting that they have. Like they really do have such a scratchy sort of way of like highlighting and shading stuff. And I thought that was interesting, so I pulled it, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully it lands. Animate says, I have a question. Is it allowed to, if you post an animation, to use the characters you drew as single frames, like for each frame, use that character's ID for that many frames? No, you would post the character, if you animated a character, like say you animated 3 characters in one animation, you would put their 3 character IDs, but then you would submit it as an animation. And then that is broken down by like, is it frame by frame animation? How many seconds is it? And stuff like that to tally your points. So they will count that many characters over that many frames when you submit the artwork to the animation category. Now it might have changed since last year, and last year was the first time I did animated attacks, or was it the year before? It might have been the year before, actually. I think it was last year I did not do any animation attacks. I made that up because last year I did only traditional art. So the year before, so in 2023, I did animation attacks, and so I haven't done any since 23. So if the rules have changed since then, you know, please don't shoot the messenger. My information might be a little out of date. But as far as I remember, that's how that was done. So yeah, I love her little orc teeth. I think they're so cute. Let's reference. Oh gosh, I zoomed in a little more there. And she's got like a forked tongue. That's cool too. But she's got like these like orky like teeth, which I kind of like. They're like the bottom lip stuff. So I think I might want to like start there with that. And see where this expression takes me. Because I think I kind of want to just figure it out as I go a little bit. So I think like that's kind of cool. And then we have the nose ring. So let's add that. We need the eyes. Oops, a little too big. Too small. Is that just right? It would be if it wasn't so far off center. It's a little closer, but not exactly what I'm gaming for. Not exactly what I'm gaming for. No, not exactly what I'm aiming for. I'm gonna bring it down slightly. And then just draw in the part that got moved. So, like that, I think. I'm nitpicking at this point, but yeah, I think this is good. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Let's try adding some color and see what happens. Am I missing any piercings? We've got the nose ring, we've got the eyebrow piercing. We're not seeing the tongue, so we don't have like the forked tongue piercing. We're not seeing enough of the skid to get this tattoo, so that's fine. Yeah. We do have the spiky necklace. I think, oh, I'm missing this. These little skull thingies. Yeah, we need that. We need that. We gotta add that. Hold up. We need that. So we're gonna link these for a second. We're gonna do another one of these layers because I think I know how I want to do this. There's so many episodes, it's crazy. On what? On the Moriarty show? Probably the Moriarty, right? Do you happen to be in Already's Discord, Annie? Says Briar Rose. I think Annie is, but Annie probably told you. Yeah, Annie says yes. Love the eye shape, says Artbreaker. Good, yay, I'm so glad. It just felt right. It just felt right. I'm glad it was. Annie made it says I started Dan to Dan, but I haven't finished it yet. Okay. Beamwords, oh my god, Dragonfox Star, are you a tiny? I don't know what that means because someone on Team Fossil did that. I missed. Oh, you're talking about, okay, Annie made it says that's how somebody submitted their animation. Well, I would say that I think that that is wrong, but it's up to the mods to flag it or not, like to decide if they want to do anything about that. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's something a mod would have to see and then rule on whether or not that's acceptable. It's not according to the rules, so I would assume like it would be wrong, but not in a sense that like I think anybody's doing it on purpose. They probably just did their best to submit it how they thought maybe would count their points correctly, and I just also just don't think that's the right answer. I don't think that is how you would count your points correctly. I'm gonna duplicate this like I did last time, and I'm gonna rotate it, or just, you know, move it over like this. And then, because we know that that part of the hair is blocking where we would see this, I'm just gonna erase enough to bump this up. Like that. So that we are not blocking that part of the hair. Cool. Now I just need to add the little, what do you call it? Like the little eye and nose for these little skull clips. So let's add some eyes and a little nose. And some eyes here. These ones seem like bigger, not on purpose. Like I think I just drew this a little bit too big, maybe, on this side. They didn't seem as big on the other side, so like a little tinier, like that. All right, now I'm feeling good. I think I got the design exactly where all of this needs to be. So it is time to merge, and then we're gonna do a multiply. Lock, oh, turn this into a reference layer, lock layer, and let's start coloring. We are ready for color. It's ready for takeoff. Ram 1,122 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what you're talking about, but I am not watching it. That is too many. That is exactly what I was talking about, where like if I have to catch up by like that much, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna start. No, One Piece has a lot of episodes. You're talking about One Piece. Yeah. Nope. Hard pass. Sorry. I don't care if it's like the greatest masterpiece of all time in anime history. That is far too much content for me to be catching up. I needed to be on board when it was new, when it was happening. I need to see it when it happens. Otherwise, I'm not doing the legwork of catching up. Like, just no, that's too much. That's way, way, way too much. I will watch the movie when they do a movie adaptation or something. I'm not going back to watch the source material. Sorry. You gotta love it a lot to be that invested, says Animated. Yeah, I agree. I almost feel like you have to trick people into watching stuff like that. Like, they can't know up front how many episodes there are. You need to like get them hooked off of like the first or second episode without letting them know what they're watching is like as big as it is. Because otherwise, like if I know in advance, I'm not gonna let myself get attached. Like I might sit there and watch a pilot episode with you just because, just to get an idea or to pass the time, but I'm not gonna get attached because I know better. I know it's gonna be that long. I'm not gonna. No, sir. You're not gonna get me. I will not be tricked into it. You cannot make me do it. Animated Dude, most of the episodes are like retelling a part of the show that already happened. I definitely think that was like a carryover thing from, I don't know how old this show is. I don't know when it started, but like back in the 90s and early 2000s, that was such a thing. I mean, just look at Pokemon, look at Digimon, look at Sailor Moon, look at Power Rangers, even though it's not animated, just like the same formula. Like they have like certain parts that they shoot that they just repeat over and over again. So like the part where Sailor Moon does her, or any of the Sailor Scouts transform into their Sailor versions, it's the same animation and it's like a 5-minute transition. And they just reuse that animation every episode. Power Rangers, when they do their whole like Power Rangers power up, and then that's all, and then they go through their whole suiting up montage like that. It was shot once and plays like every episode. Same thing when they bring out their mechas, right? Like they get into their little Power Ranger dinosaur machine robot. All the same footage being recycled every episode. And then with Pokemon, when you see like them pull out the Pokemon, throw the Pokeball, whatever, like it's all very much recycled animation. Oh, and memories. Yeah, they like to, not that I blame them. If I had to like sit there and hand animate every frame, like I'm doing frame by frame animation, I'm gonna get the most out of every panel or every frame that I can. So I get it. Like I would do it too. I would do the same thing if I could repeat any piece of like animation I already did. Heck yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't blame them, but like when you're watching it, sometimes I want to skip that stuff. I'm like, yeah, I've seen this, definitely seen this like 1,500 times. I'm gonna skip ahead if I can. If I'm like watching it on streaming or something, or a DVD or something where I have control and I can skip. All right, let me see. She wears mostly black, but I think I could do like a deep purple maybe. Oh wait, for this, hold up. The jean skirt is more of like a taupey gray. So let's go for like a taupey gray for this jean skirt. Taupey is like a brownish color. So like, actually it's kind of a cool gray on my screen. Maybe I should be looking at like a cooler denim. It's not that cool. Maybe like this purpley gray. I think that's more what we're looking for. A little bit more desaturated and maybe a little deeper color. Too deep. We'll try this. I guess I could literally just save this and then what do you call it, like, you know, like if I save the reference, go to downloads. Where's the reference? Go to ArtFight. Did I put it in ArtFight? Where's this reference? This isn't downloads, is it not? Yeah. I guess this one's a JPEG, so we'll just save it. Open. Yeah. There we go. So now I can just like, boom, ink drop it. Ta-da! The magic of, yeah, the magic of digital is what I'm trying to say. The magic of digital art is that we have the ability to just do an ink drop. We don't have to like look for the closest matching marker or something. Okay, cool. So we got the skirt. I'm just getting my flats in. Animated will say a different number about how many times the main cast lived through the same situations. My Hero Academia is awesome too, and I do really like that, Keisha. I really like My Hero Academia. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that one revived my interest in watching anime. Like, I grew up with Sailor Moon and Pokemon and stuff, but I didn't really get super into it. Well, granted, I did also went off into the military when I was like not even 18 yet. Like, I signed up at 17, went in 18 or something like that. So like, granted, there was a big disruptor in my media consumption, namely that I was in the military. But then, what was I gonna say? But then, yeah, like My Hero Academia kind of like brought that back for me. Kind of made me interested again in new series and stuff. Let's go up here and go ahead and dab in the whites for this. And we'll do the teeth as well while we're up here. And we'll also grab the eyes. Let's get the whites of the eyes all in this layer. I didn't color the ears. I just noticed I did not color the ears. The hair is so like messy that I didn't even catch on before that the ear color was missing. Let's fix that. So let's add the ears. There we go. Cool. Fixed. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh, let's pick up this white, and while we're in here, get these, the white skulls made white again. Ram says Dragon Ball was the first anime I watched. Then I watched Naruto, My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, an anime I forgot the name of, Demon Slayer, Moriarty the Patriot, and Death Note. That is quite the list. I think that you have a nice palette of different series that you've consumed. You probably have way more anime experience than I do. Mine's definitely not that diverse, I think. We Hair Monkey says animal ears are a nightmare to angle properly. It can be, yeah. Perspective is tough. Perspective is tough. So yeah, I wish you luck. I hope you get it exactly where you want it as you're sitting there trying to draw that right now. I hope that it all goes exactly how you want it to. Cotton the Bunny, greetings. Hello, welcome to the stream, and glad you were able to make it and join us. I hope you're having an amazing art fight this year. If you have any art fight questions, let me know. If you want to share your art fight name and team that you're on in the chat, please feel encouraged to do so. If everybody hasn't done it in a while, and there's probably new people in the chat, new people lurking on the stream, if you want to go ahead and post those again, just to let everybody know again what your art fight screen name is, what team you're on, please do. And that way people can find some new art fight friends in the chat. These are your active players. Tap into them. Know that like these are the people you want to be drawing for because they're still playing, they're still checking their accounts and seeing what new art has been submitted for them. They're the ones responding to new drawings, and they might even revenge you. You don't know. There's not that much time left, but it's possible. It could happen. You never know. It's possible. So make sure to save each other's screen names. Go on Artfight and look each other up. Give each other a follow. Leave nice comments. Everybody likes nice comments. And yeah, if you see a character you like, maybe even draw for somebody that you see here. That could be nice too. Cotton the Bunny says, my username is Cotton the Bunny 8 and I am on Team Crystals. Lucky Wolf also Team Crystals. Dragon Fox Star is Team Fossil, so we've got like a mixed bag in the chat. We've got a little Team Fossil, a little Team Crystal. I'm Team Fossil, but you guys probably already knew that. And I am just working on my backlog of revenges right now, so please don't attack me. I already have so much work to do. Please don't. Spare me, spare me. I need to be spared. Oh no, I got that on the hair. We don't want that on the hair. We just want that on the eye. There we go. Let's see. I want to pick up this color for the metal piercings. There we go. Okay, how am I doing? Am I missing anything? I'm missing shoes. I feel like our shoes could be, this color's fine. And then for the bottom, the tread, I'll like make it a different color. But like this really light, almost white color, this silver color that we made the earrings, we can use that here. And then we'll use, I don't know, this nice blue for the tread. I just need to not draw under the shoe part, or sorry, the, what do you call that? The shoestring, because I don't want to mess up the colors that I already have there. There we go. Oh, this doesn't match. How could I possibly have done this? That outfit does not match at all. Hold up. What did I think? What was I thinking? That's not gonna work. Hold on. Okay, I know I grabbed this pink off of the shirt, but I think that's not gonna work for us. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab that and still use like the same like tone, but I'm gonna like slide it down to a cooler color. I think cool tone. So we've got like the blue shoes, we're gonna have blue in the hair, like I already know that. We've got like the purpley gray skirt, so maybe like a purpley shirt might look a little more like just right. Like, yeah, look, already, like, cool tones. We need to go cool tones here. So we're gonna go cool tones with that shirt. I'm gonna put something on it. I don't know what yet. But we'll put something on it. Let's do it right now. Let's put something on it right now. We're gonna go over here and let's look at some of the patterns we have, maybe. Some textures. Let's look at some cool textures. Maybe we have, I don't know. What can we do here? Yeah, it's over the t-shirt. So we've got a brush. Let's do a size 40. Nope, not like that. There we go. Okay. Now let's try this again. I think maybe something like this. It's a little florally, but it could be cute. Okay, so we'll call that option 1. Now let's look at another one. Let's try this diamond thing. Huh, it wasn't giving me anything. Okay, I kind of see what it's doing here. You gotta like rotate it a little bit. It's a little bit scaly if I do it like this, which I kind of like. I kind of like the scaliness of it. I think that could be really cute. I don't like it on the bottom though. An opaque fern, what does that look like? Like that, okay, boring. Not boring, sorry. I'm experimenting, guys. Have pity on me. I just want to see what this stuff does. It's kind of not easy to control, to be honest. Like some of these look like really not giving me the control I want over this. Maybe combined, like the scaly shoulders with the other stuff. I don't know. It's an option. That's all I'm saying. It's an option. We'll stick with that for right now. It's not a bad look. Artbreaker says, advertising my art fight while actively watching an attack being made for me. My greed knows no bounds. I endorse it. I think it's great. Please do. Advertise away. Oh, I wonder what it would look like if I did this. I'm experimenting. I don't like it. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna stick with this the way it is. I like the pattern. I think it looks great. But then let's start adding, now that we have our flats, let's start doing some rendering, because this is the fun part. Actually, we're not done with flats. I lied. Because I just realized The hair, like the hair is not done. So yeah, we need to fix that. Yeah, right here. So let's do, she's got like the blue, the underneath of the hair is blue. So let's do this. Let's get in here. With the blue. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm really gonna like really lay into it. Let's do this side. I think that's good. I'm gonna, oops, click off for a second. I kind of wanted to come into this side and like, sort of like tease it in a little bit here too, like that. And then I'm just gonna kind of like let some of it come in here too. Just a little bit, just softly. There we go. Was it under the hair, like the ponytails? A little bit. We had a little bit under the ponytail. Maybe we need to do a little bit under the ponytails here too. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna grab this brush again. We're just gonna kind of like, I don't know, tease it in a little bit. I think that might look good. Yeah. All right, we need a little teensy weensy bit right here up on the bang, because I see that. I see it like happening with the reference, and I want it. I want it for myself. So we're gonna tease that in like that. I think it could be a little bit softer. I don't know. Yeah, it could be a little softer. I think I didn't do a very good job. Yeah, my hand's a little shaky. My hand's still a little shaky. Maybe that's good. We'll try that. That might have been a good swipe. Let's try it. That's better. The only problem is it got on the eyebrow, so we'll move it off the eyebrow. Yeah. Cool. Okay, what do you guys think? I think the hair is where I want it, so we can now continue with the rendering part that I was talking about earlier. Artbreaker, yeah, it's peekaboo dye. I love it. It looks really good. Keisha says it has been a long time since you've watched that anime. Which one? Attack on Titans? I don't know that I've ever seen it. They did a movie though, right? Am I imagining things? Like they did, I think. I'm pretty sure there was a live action. Like I really feel like there was. Maybe I'm wrong. But I kind of feel like that happened. I feel like that's a thing that happened. Just saying.
Where's my water? Drink plenty of water. Be fluid. Be one with water. Be one with air.
Alright, I'm going to move this to
For the adventure.
other Dutch.
For the purpose of music. For the sound to grow.
And we're gonna like just let that be like a little sheen on the eyelids, but because we're color dodging some highlights in, I usually start with shadows. We're gonna go ahead with this because I accidentally started on the highlighting. So I'm gonna go ahead and just roll with it. Let's keep going. We've got ourselves some highlights up here on the ears, got highlights on the eyes. Let's do a little highlight tracing the outline of the face here, just because we can. Yeah, I like it. Give a little bit here. Yeah, it's got like a nice sort of glowy effect. I think like we could even do, I almost want to do like this, and then if I could brush it in like kind of softly. I don't know. Maybe I'm not using the right size brush. Nope, that's way too big. Okay. Nope, gentle. I'm like, I know what I'm trying to do with this, but it's not working. We'll see. We'll see what we think. Ah! Way too rough. I'm trying to be so soft with my stylist. And I'm not nailing it, like, not like the way I want to. Let's just unclick and see what it looks like. Let's get the... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I... Woo! Smaller, please. Thank you. Maybe if I come in here and, like, blur it out a little bit. I'll leave it for now. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna start adding some shadows. I think that's what I need. I think for me, it helps me to see the shadows first. Like, I just think it does. I think I need shadows. They help me find my lighting. Wolf says live action in Japan. Yeah, I thought so. I thought they did. They did do a live action movie. Okay. I was so sure. But I appreciate you confirming that. Okay. So here's the thing. I was using like a purple to do the highlights, but now I'm gonna like actually just use the skin tone because that's what I want to do. Because I want to. Because I want to. No other reason really. I just want to. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. Cool. I kind of think it might be kind of fun to just use the shading to put in these little like bottom lashes. Just kind of like they're there. They're casting a shadow. You know? There we go. I don't know. Art Bite's the time to experiment, to try new things. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to like put the eyelashes in like it's a shadow. Ooh, I love the bottom lashes says Eyebreaker. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I was literally just like figuring that out. Like just like I think I want to try this, and then yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Cool. Okay, cool. So we'll keep it. A little shade under the nose. We shaded under the hair, under the chin. Let's come over here and shade like here where the arms are tucked against the body. We'll add that like shadow here. Same thing here. And up here to the body again. Good. Belly button's gonna be belly's gonna be a little shadowed. We're gonna do like that. Let's come under the kneecaps. Actually, this whole leg, like from here to here, is gonna be shadowed, and then it's gonna like have like a shadow where the other leg overlaps it here. And then the back of it right here will obviously be in shadow. And then we're gonna come in here under this kneecap and add shadow too. Alright, that's good for the skin tone, but now I need to figure out where I'm going to shade the outfit, the hair too. We got to do the hair. We'll do the outfit first, and then we'll do the hair. So I'm going to go back to like my purple color for shading the outfit, because again, we're using a lot of purple, very purpley gray for the skirt. We're using a purpley tone for, well, obviously the shirt's like a nice purple. So I'm not even using the right purple for the shirt. So let me just, we're gonna eyedrop it. We'll get the exact one. I guess it is. It just looks so blue with multiply. Okay, I'm gonna shape up this underbust shadow a little bit. Here we go. Okay. I don't love it. I don't love it. I'm gonna keep messing with it a little bit. There we go, maybe. I think that's subtle enough. We'll keep that. And then we'll go here, like under the belt loop. Belt loop here, because it's gonna have like a little bit of a 3D effect. It can cast shadow a little bit because it's elevated. It's like raised off of the skirt, right? And then also up here, you can have a little bit of a drop shadow from the shirt if we want it to. And then just because I want to outline this seam a little bit stronger, I'm gonna outline that seam, and then this one. There we go. And here's where we can kind of like really bring out the dimension in the ruffles, because we can like add some shading here for the ruffles that like tuck under, and then the other ones that overlap them. Oops. I'm being a little messy. I gotta like slow down. I'm getting ahead of myself and it's getting messy. So I wanna be a little bit more precise so that it actually lines up with the line art and doesn't look a hot mess. I'm not gonna get the effect I want if I'm not being a little more precise. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the soft eraser and kind of come in here and just soften up towards the top where the ruffles would still be a little bit more flush with everything else because they're sewn into the same band at the top of the skirt. And then we just let it be a little stronger at the bottom. And here's the thing. I only wanted to duplicate the skirt ruffles, so there we go. No, goodness, that's not what I meant to do. I mean, I want these to be merged and multiply, not normal. Here we go. Okay, cool. Now we need highlights. Outfit highlights. So we got shadows, let's add highlights, and we're gonna keep it going. Not glow dodge, let's try color dodge first, see where that gets us. And I'm gonna use the pen, because I'm gonna go for some hard highlights. I want some hard lines. Bye, Wolfie. Hi, Winter, and bye, Wolfie. Good to have you here, Wolfie. I hope you had fun. Winter, good to see you. Glad you're joining us. We are working on our art fight final week. We're trying to like end strong and do a lot of really good work here at the end so that we can be really, really proud of like how we chose. There we go. Add works. That gives me a proper highlight. How we chose to finish our art fight season. You don't have to choose that today. Obviously, there's still a couple more days. It's not just today, but and the end is nigh. So we gotta decide soon how we want to end our art fight season. Yeah, Winter, Bean, Pollo, the whole gang is here. We got the whole gang. It is a good time. It is a good time in this art fight stream. It is poppin'. With our poppin' music right now, actually. I can hear it like dropping the beat. Alright, I'm gonna see what I can do here with the skirt highlights. I almost followed that exactly. Let me come back and do this a little better. There we go. Same thing here. Okay. And then I think for my skirt ruffles, I actually kind of want to do just like, I want to airbrush in the slightest bit. Like really, it's got to be smaller than that. The slightest bit of like highlights on the ruffles that come forward. Like ever so slightly. I don't want to overdo it. I even want to make sure, whoa, I thought this was, there we go. I make sure that I'm really not highlighting over the part that I deliberately shaded. Here we go. Let's see, that might be a little strong. I'm gonna come in with, not that, this. Yeah, just toning it down slightly, just the tiniest bit. Artbreaker, gorgeous fringe. I am so glad to hear it. I like the fringe too. I think it looks really good. I'm not loving the facial highlights under the eyes anymore, so I think I might just come in here and wipe those out. They just weren't doing it for me. I think there was something wrong there. I don't like how it was going. So I'm gonna grab, I think 2.5, 2, maybe 1.7, we'll do 1.7. Let's do an overlay. Nope, not an overlay. Let's do add. This is screen, maybe we'll do screen. And just kind of like airbrush in the slightest bit. You know, I think what's not working here is I'm trying to go lighter on the cheeks, and the reference is not lighter on the cheeks, it's actually darker. So maybe I should be going darker. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Instead of a screen, let's do like a multiply or a color burn, maybe a linear burn even. And let's grab this color and let's bring that color in. I think that's what we should be doing. I think that's definitely hitting way more appropriately. I need to figure out what did I do wrong here. But there we go. Alright, now color burn. Come back in here with the color. Oh! What happened? Okay, spray paint. 1.7. Yeah, okay, cool. We're back on task. It's fine. This is fine. Nothing to worry about here. Everything's good. We're gonna like just kind of like feather this in right here. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I love when I remember to look at the reference when I come back in for color and I catch something like this. What a difference that made. Also, Artbreaker is just masterful at color. I have so much I could learn from Artbreaker, like really. And this is one of them. This is like a perfect example of like why I should be studying what Artbreaker does. Because what a difference that made. I think she's the only OC that wears noticeable makeup, says Artbreaker. She looks beautiful. I love the makeup. I think it's gorgeous. I'm gonna come back in here a little bit more with this color because I'm actually really loving the depth it's giving this. Like honestly, I did not know what I was missing and now I do, and I need this. I need this in my life. Like we need more of this depth that we can add to our characters with like the way that you have. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. So we're gonna add this too, like right up in here too as well. Like I'm gonna do the legs. Like the same thing that like I found out around the face works. So we're gonna do that here too. Beautiful contour, like beautiful contour. The legs have so much more shape to them now all of a sudden. What a difference. Might as well come in here and do the arms too. Like seriously. Wow. So cool. I love it. Okay, beautiful. Let's do the hair. Oh, the shoes. Wait. The shoes definitely need something. They're a little too flat. The color is too flat. Like, not the shoes are too flat, but like the color is too flat. I just gotta remember, where did I put shoes? Was it this layer? Yeah, it was this layer. So let's do, I don't know, like a color burn's fine. We're just gonna kind of like, again, we're just creating some contour with the shoe here so that it doesn't look so flat. But it can have like the little highlight on the top. Lovely. Okay, now we can talk hair. Let's talk hair. I'm gonna go, I think hair layer. This is the hair layer, okay. So let's do multiply on like 87% is fine. We're gonna put in some shadows and then after that we can add highlights. I think that'll be good. So I'm going to first grab this blue. And then we're gonna get some highlights. I'm a giant color theory nerd, says Heartbreaker, so I'm glad my study is useful to my work at least. It is great. I admire your color work. I think it's so good. I think, like I already said, I have so much I could learn from you. And I'm like, I realized that as soon as you started coloring of course, Knoof Rogues, and I was like, honestly, you made decisions that are so brilliant that I never would have thought to make for the colors. And I'm like, this is what I need to be doing. I need to be learning this. Like, how did you decide that? And like, how do I do that? And just a lot. I've got a long way to go. Like, I think I'm not doing bad when it comes to art, but there's always room for improvement. And I definitely, like, there's stuff I really want to learn. So I'm going to work on it, you know? I'm not going to get too comfortable. I'm going to keep working and keep trying to get better. I think the shadow is a little too thick, the shadow layer. So I like dropped it down to a 61 so that we can like kind of come in here like this, like I'm doing with a ponytail, and not like totally lose the detail in the hair. And you kind of want to like be able to kind of like do the same here with the bangs. I'm going to pull the shadows up from the bottom so that we can get this like very strandy hair look. Let's do, again, multiply, like 61 was great. And then we'll try this here too. Okay. All right, cool. I think shadows are good. I'm gonna start adding highlights now. So let's do, I like to add when I did it on the shirt. Let's try it here. Let's see what that looks like. But color-wise, so the highlights here are definitely purplish pink, purpley pink. So I want to use that too when doing the hair here. Also, the eyes need to be done too. Like, I don't want to like slack on coloring our eyes, so we'll come back to that too. But like, definitely want to do that. I think. Oh, Arborgus is. I already read that. Okay, cool. Winter, how is the comic going? Let me know. Are you still, did you take like a comic break to do art bite? I know I did. Or are you like multitasking? Are you trying to do both? Some people are doing both. Some people are like machines and can do both. I think Pollo's doing both, right, Pollo? I definitely had to like focus fire. I only did one. It's like, this is the one thing I'm gonna be doing right now is art bite. And then I will come back to the comic when art bite is over. Artbreaker says, I'm learning from you too. In fact, you've gotten me thinking of characters for a possible webcomic project in the future. I think that is great. I really hope that you follow that motivation and that you're able to like flesh that out, go through all the like steps of creating your own comic and like enjoy the process and like really enjoy the outcome. Because it's so rewarding, super rewarding to see your characters and your story come to life. And comics are kind of like animations in the sense that like it's just another not a platform, but another form to like literally seeing your characters come to life. So I think it's a good middle ground. Like if you're not able to, I know I'm not able to like turn things into animations. I just don't have the time. I don't have the skill to do it in a way that would like not take 30 years to make one animation. So that was Richard, if anybody heard that. So like, yeah, I like comics. I think comics is like the next best thing to having your own animated show. Like, if you want to bring your characters to life, it's a great way to do it. Just saying. Trying to find the sweet spot with this little highlight on the like the hair that's framing the face. Okay. This music is kind of nice. It's got like just this very like focus. Like, you ever listen to those playlists that are like, gosh, what are they called? Hello, Jelly Bones. Good to see you. I'm glad you came to the stream. Just working on some more revenge because I have some more to catch up on before art fight ends. Jelly Bones says, I've really enjoyed watching your art fights this year. I look forward to all your live streams and thanks for drawing BB. Absolutely. I had so much fun drawing BB. What a cutie. And like, yeah, I just really liked the opportunity to draw some like organic shapes to get like some, I think I recorded the process of drawing BB. So later I'll be releasing a video, my like post art fight video where I edit and talk about like, what did I learn this year and what was it like? And was there anything that stood out from the community, or was there any like major issues or drama or whatever, you know, just a typical debriefing. And while I'm doing that, like while I'm talking about all those things, I show the speed paints, the replays, the speed paint replays of my art attacks. So BB is going to be one of them, just letting you know. So that video should be coming out, and you should be able to see BB from start to finish in that video. Artbreaker says, the song is very Umbrecore. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, it's 3 minutes long. It feels like it's been playing a while, but I'm vibing to it. I really like it. Artbreaker says, I'm almost done with my last attack, even though I usually put quantity over quality for art fight. I've actually gone all out for this last one. That's awesome. Yeah, and you've done so many. Like, I feel like that's gotta be record setting, right? Like, is this your best year, like, as far as like how much you've drawn? Because it's definitely a huge number. I don't remember what you said the exact number was, but I know it's astronomical. I know that. All right, so now I'm like creating a new layer on top of even the line art layer to do like one more pass of highlights, just to like give it that extra pop if I can. And then we'll step back and think about like how we want to frame the character in. What do we want for background? I don't want to just keep this like plain gray background. It's kind of boring. So I might want to try to do something a little different with that. I'm gonna grab this skirt real quick. And I think I'm gonna like try to do, yeah, I think I'm gonna spray paint in something just a little bit. I just kind of want to, I don't know if I want to do it like that, but just kind of want to give it a little bit of like, just a little, like I think that should be fine. Like super, super subtle, nothing too big, nothing too crazy. And then we'll go like here. And I'll just trace this shadow, like this hard line a little bit to give it like, I don't know what this is called. I've seen some tutorials that talk about like doing, like if there's like a really hard shadow line, like with a light, like where you would have like this really bright thin line on the separation of the shadow and the high, like, and the lit part of the subject. I'm not sure what that's called, but sometimes if it looks all right, I like to come in and like add it. So I'm just kind of like trying it here to see if it works here. I think with the hand, I kind of do want to bring just a tiniest bit more detail to the hand so that it doesn't sort of like disappear into the side of the body here. Alberta says, I would say reflective light, but that's on the other side of shadow. But Alberta says, I love when people do that in their shading. Nox Not Lumos, hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it. We're actually working on Artbreaker's character right now. So I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see better. Like, this is the attack. Just trying to give it that final pop, and then we're going to decide on how exactly, whoops, that's not where I wanted to put that, how exactly we want to bring out the background so that it's not so boring. So yeah, we're getting there. We're really getting there with this one. It's almost time to like call it a day, you know? So I'm gonna add just a little bit of a sparkle to the nose. And maybe a little bit under the face here. Is that okay? Did I do too much? No, I think that's fine. It's not too much. Like, you did a little glitter on the eyes here, but then you still have a little bit of like a sheen on the cheeks. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think we need like a little bit here on the ear, maybe? Maybe, yeah, we can add some light a little bit here to the shoulder blades. Not shoulder blades, but to like the, what do you call this part? I forget, I'm blanking right now. The traps, the trap muscles of the body, yes, the traps. Nox says she's so cute. I agree, it's such a cute character. I was very happy to pick her, like seeing her in the list of available characters is like, that's the one, you know, like abso-freaking-lutely, I want to draw her, thank you very much. So yeah, here we are. We're drawing this beautiful character, and yeah, I'm very happy to be drawing her. Oops. Something about that's just not going where I want it to. What am I doing? Is my like tablet pen off a little bit? My stylus might be slightly off. That might be it. Alright, let's come down here. That's not good. I don't want that there. We'll just bring a little bit of like a hair light back here behind the back of the leg then. Since I know this is the shadow area, so it doesn't make too much sense to put that in the shadow area. We can like hair light it a little bit. Just a little. Gives it a little shine. Alright, I think it's time to think about a background. So, I'm going to scroll all the way down here. I'm going to turn this off. We're going to do a white background at first. And I think what we can do, I kind of want to do a polyline. And I'm just going to draw this in. I start here, go across, try to go pretty straight. I think I want to like hourglass it a little bit just because of the way she's posed. Actually, let me try. So I think I know how to make this. Maybe pretty even. That's really not pretty even. No, I know how to make it even. I just realized I know how to make this even. Okay. We just start with a square. That's how we make it even. We start with a square, and then we do like, you transform it, and we do a perspective transform, and then we just pull this in. Wait a minute! Why is it selecting on that layer? No, do not apply transformation. Okay, every layer needs to be locked right now. I was like moving around glow stuff. I don't want to move around glow stuff. We need a brand new layer. Okay, cool. Now let's transform this. My goodness, there's nothing to transform. Okay, let's fill it with something. We'll just give it, I don't know, this dark purple color. Why not? Cool. Now let's transform it. I'm going to do perspective. I'm going to bring it in like this. And then what I want to do is duplicate, flip this way. And then we're just going to drag this down until these two meet. Actually, a little gap would be kind of cool even, maybe? I don't know. I might want it to be one solid piece. I think I like it as one solid piece. Yeah, apply. Okay, so combine. And then I'm gonna scale it again. So let's scale it again. Now I'm gonna like really try to find, scale and rotate, yeah. I'm gonna try to find the shape exactly that I want. Do I want her completely in here? I don't know. Let's see something. If I do this, let's hold that thought. And we'll go back to here through the top layer. Merge all. Okay, I don't know what it just did, but it did something. I'm gonna come over here I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna try saving. Let's start there. Let's save. Love the hourglass shape so much, says Artbreaker. I'm really glad. Good. I'm glad that that worked. It's a little crooked. I didn't notice that before. I'll try to fix that. But let's sticker effect the main character. Because I'm obsessed with stickering people right now. Because it's my new thing that I'm obsessed with that I've been doing this art fight. So I like that because it helps them to stand apart from their, what do you call this? From their backgrounds. I am a little disappointed that I didn't notice that this hourglass mirror was not perfectly, but it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna now figure out, I think, maybe we should do, are there any good gradients? Like a really good gradient for this character? Let's try Deep Twilight. That could be cool. I almost want to like duplicate, bring down a little bit and then multiply just to make it a little stronger. Kind of like that. But then I think we really need something back here because this back here is not serving. I would like, I don't know, a spray maybe? Just something to texture this up. Because it feels so empty to me, like, it just does. Maybe we do a 70 spray here, just to texture it up even a slightly bit more in this corner up here. So I want it to not be super consistent, but I don't want there to be like super gaps either. Ooh, maybe we can change colors. Like, let's add some greens in here. And then, I don't know. I'm just playing around. Oh, look at that! Hello. That looks nice and sparkly. I like that. Okay. Okay. And then what if we did, I think there's like a, pretty sure there's a way to do like a foreground to transparent. Okay. I'm gonna pick this like vibranty sunsetty color. Oh wait, I meant foreground to foreground to transparent. We'll do like a really, I don't know, like this color. Oh, it was supposed to make it transparent, but it didn't. Okay. I do kind of like that. Like, not that. That's not what I meant. I like the idea of making it a little warmer up here. Yeah, I think so. But then what happens if we... Yeah, we could do some blend modes here too. I think we need to keep... I want to do... I'm not totally sold on this just yet. I kind of want to transform this a little bit more. Because I feel like the bottom here is just not dramatic enough for me. I feel like it needs to come out further. Personal opinion. I know it's like wider on the bottom now than it is on the top, but for some reason that just, I like it better. I don't know that I like the hard light. I think solid was like, yeah, I'll just bring down the opacity slightly with solid because it was getting busy. It was getting too busy in my opinion. Oh yeah, love the outline so much, says Nox. Agreed, thank you. I like, yeah, the sticker outline effect is just cherry on top, I think. I really like it. I don't like it for that. Maybe thin white line, maybe. But then, I don't know, it might be too busy now. Let's see what happens if I can't take it off because she blends in way too much with what's behind her. The sparkles just become too much. But I do kind of want this to have a texture to it, so maybe that's just what I need. I just need to add a little bit of texture. So let me go real quick into my Clip Studio manage my materials tab. There we go. And I'm just gonna look for real quick a nice texture. Like maybe, let's try this one. It says drawing paper. Whoa. I really wanted that to be like down here. And maybe more subtle, like that. That's not bad. And then maybe if I just bring the sparkles down a little bit, it won't feel as overwhelming. Or maybe I just leave the sparkles up, I combine them with the gray layer, and then we can drop the opacity of that to really try not to overwhelm the character. I'm not sure. I'm like struggling with this one. I should have maybe had a plan for a background to begin with, and then this wouldn't be such a struggle. Maybe what I gotta do is just bokeh it, like blur it a little bit. Or like a lot. I don't know. Then it just becomes solid gray again. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna make a decision soon, I promise. Alright, I'm not gonna do the bokeh. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I think it's fine. I do like the paper texture on the hourglass. It adds a little bit to it. Red for the background would go well with blue and purple in the character. Oh, speaking of the character, maybe I should make the white outline bigger. No, I don't think that served us. At least not that much bigger. If we're gonna do bigger, maybe just a teensy weensy bit bigger. Or not, I don't know. Red for the background would go well with the blue and purple in the character, says Briar Rose. Let's try it. Let's go, we'll lock the character layer. I did lock it, right? Nope, lock the character layer. We're gonna do a color overlay. And then we're gonna do a red. So let's go up here and boom. I'm not sure. Hue? I don't know that technique did me any favors. Brightness is kind of cool. Exclusion maybe brings the blue out. That really brings the red out. Hard mix. Indifference. I think I'm just being really particular. I don't know. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna duplicate this layer. This will be the last thing I try, otherwise we're just gonna keep it the way it was. But I'm gonna just stretch this. We're gonna like do a free transform real quick. I'm just gonna make it, hang on. We're gonna make this cover like the whole thing, top to bottom. Okay. Oh, I think that was what I needed. I think I was overcomplicating it and it just wasn't working because it was too much. We can still keep the hourglass as like, kind of like a little bit, like it's barely showing through, which I kind of like that for it. Oops, wrong one. I'm gonna leave that one where it is. I'm gonna drag the hourglass edge to sit top to bottom, just so that we're not getting that weird line. And then we're done. We have ourselves the attack. I really love it. I think that fixed everything that was bothering me about the background. So we're gonna export single layer. I'm gonna go ahead and make this PNG so I can save it high quality PNG. And then I'm gonna export the time-lapse video, of course. Our burgers are so pretty, thank you so much. Yeah, this is not gonna be a surprise to you when you get this in your notifications, but I appreciate you being here. I'm so glad that you got to see the whole process. I think that's really always a pleasure to have the person here while I'm drawing for them. I hope you guys are also getting, if you're working on any last or close to last attacks, that you were able to do that while we like hung out together live on stream. I'm currently like exporting the time lapse. That's why I'm talking, because I'm like letting this export so I can save it. Because like I said, all of these speed paints will be used later for my like debrief after effect, or like not after effects, but like after action video about the Art Fight 2025. I do need to go have dinner though. This took me longer than I meant for it to, so I'm not gonna get to start that second piece live on stream, but I will be working on it after dinner. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going strong, and I will let you guys know if I'm going to have another live stream, probably one final live stream before the end of Art Fight, and it's probably gonna be on the last day. So anticipate that. I think it's gonna be the very last day of Art Fight. I will do one last live stream so we can all like lock in and race to the finish line. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope I was able to keep you all company. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. This has been so much fun, and you guys also have been keeping me company, and I really appreciate it. It's so much fun to do Art Fight together. And really, that's everything I have for you today. So I will see you next time. Bye!